Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's time for a haul video. It's been a while. I got some good stuff. I want to show you some of it. What you doing, Zelda? Zelda's watching for birds. When they painted the screen, look at all the paint globs they put on there. Zelda, who's a baby? What you doing? And Gilly, where did Gilly go? Yeah, Gilly's getting in her spot. What you up to, Gilly? You gonna help me do this haul video or what? Are you done picking on Bolt for the day? Look at she tore his nose off. Zelda, what do you say, buddy? You ready for a haul video? All right. I got two big piles of stuff here. I'll start on this side here. So I got some of these Gustin jeans. I love finding these things. They're not very common for me to find. Tags like this, backs like this. And these are the Selvedge jeans. These are worth good money. I found these at Salvation Army. They were having a half price sale, so I got these for $6 each. Some G4 shorts. See that logo? There's a good chance you probably should pick it up. I love some G4. The shorts do good, so does the pants. Shirts too, but not as good as the pants and shorts. Another pair of Gustin. And this is the best possible scenario because these are size 33. So if you saw my video on Levi's, the best size is 33. And that goes for pretty much all jeans brands, unless it's a specific big and tall brand. So yeah, another pair of Selvedge Gustins. Looks like we got some vintage orange tabs here, some 505s. And this orange tab's intact pretty good. It's still orange instead of brown or white. And I'll do a live example of dating these. Okay, so it's the black batwing. Okay, so you know it's before 2001 or 2003. I think it's 2001. All right, it's made in the USA. So it's before 2003. That's when they quit making most Levi's in the USA. And on the back, see a bunch of numbers. 973. What does that say? Back of the button here. Not doing a very good job focusing. On the tag, we have the date code, which these are some 1997s. So you see how it says 927 or 977. I can't tell because my eyes are broken. The 4-digit number after that is the date code. 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the year. So these are 97s. Should be able to get $35 for these or so. So next we have some modern Levi's 527s. I'll still pick them up if they're in really good shape or they have some really good characteristics, some good fade lines and stuff. But yeah, I can't resist some new with tags 527s. So yeah, if you haven't seen my Levi's video, you should probably watch it. Some good tips in there. And in general, I don't pick up very many modern Levi's, but the vintage ones I get like crazy. Oh, here's a good one. Some old vintage Anchor Blues. The wide leg. These are some 90s really wide leg Anchor Blues. These will sell quick and I'll get at least 40 to 45, I think, for those. I've never found these before, so this is a first for me. Some Air Jordan denim shorts with reflective tape on them. Yeah, I've never seen these before, but if you look at the comps on these guys, it's pretty good. I should be able to get $35 more for that. Now I got a vintage Carhartt hoodie. Actually, it's not vintage. But still, Carhartt hoodies do good, especially in 2XL and up. So just kind of a basic piece here, nothing too exciting, but I always pick up Carhartt hoodies if I can. If they have a little age to them, a little bit of fading or some small holes and they're vintage, then they'll do much better than the modern ones, but still, I'll still pick up a modern Carhartt hoodie if I get it cheap. I think I got that one for like $4. Here's an actual vintage hoodie. It's on the old Hanes tag. They're Print Pro. And this is a Mammoth Mountain, California. I think it has to do with surfing. Yeah, everybody surfs on the mountain when it's snowing. They call it snow surfing, don't you know? So yeah, this is about snowboarding or skiing. So I looked up those Mammoth Mountain vintage ones. I should be able to get 30, 25 for that. This is a vintage Y2K Quicksilver. It's not great because it doesn't have like the big branding on the front or the big Quicksilver. But this is what the kids like these days. The old Quicksilver, O'Neill, the old Y2K skate brands. And this one's kind of a banger, honestly. This is a Flyers airman suit, fire resistant airman suit. And they had this up for $4. I don't know how I got lucky, but it's a full suit. I sold this before. I think I got $60. And there's no holes in this. It's just a full body coverall air suit or airman suit, flyer suit. And that's in great condition, and it's vintage too. It's from the 80s. I didn't know where she went, but she was on a little adventure. Say hi, buddy. Say hello to your fans. You got all kinds of fans out there. She's too interested in all the birds out there. She's looking at them right now. So this is one of the rare moments that I'll pick up Lucky Brand, but these Lucky Brand 121 Slim Straights are new without tags. That is why I got them. And they're size 34. So that is why I got them. I usually will not pick up Lucky Jeans unless they're very cheap or new with tags or new without tags. And now we've got a clothing dragon on the case over there. This is an interesting brand. Fiorucci safety jeans. These weird Italian safety jeans. I looked them up and they actually are pretty good. I forget exactly what the comps were or how much they're worth, but that's good stuff. What you doing, clothing dragon? You getting busy on my pile? You getting on my pile? Okay. All right. Looks like some old vintage Anchor Blues. These actually aren't that great because they don't have the ridiculously fat legs, but still, these are actual 90s Anchor Blues. Not the ones I really like, but still, it's still a fairly wide leg. But it's not excellent. $25, maybe 30, I think, for those. And then some white linen pants because I always pick up white linen pants. Don't know if I've said that in any of my other videos. I don't really like Tasso Elba as a brand, but if you find the linen pants and they're white and they're cheap, get them. These have no stains, no holes. They're not going to sell right now in the wintertime, but I'm going to put 25 on those and I'm going to hold tight because I think I can get 25. Got some Fiore, camouflage Fiore pants. And I forget which exact ones these are, but it does have the style code. They're camo. That's good. Tag looks like this. And it does have the style code on the bottom there, so I'll be able to get the exact model number. Usually I don't get less than 35 or 40 bucks for Fiore pants. What else we got here? Some Proteges. Bread and butter. This is about as bread and butter as you get for me. Adriano Goldsmeed Protege 5-pocket jean pants made in USA. Good size too. 33. I'm all about those 33s, 32s, 34s. So that's a good one right there. Again, we got some Polo Ralph Lauren jeans. I'm not a huge fan of these things because they're not a great seller. Of course, there's an exception, and the exception is when you find the big sizes, big men's Polo Ralph Lauren jeans, then I pick them up. And these are 44 by 32s, and they're black, and there's no holes or stains. So I should be able to get 30 bucks for those. Now I got some old made in the USA Wranglers. The problem with these actually is that they're in too good a shape for as old as they are. There's really not much fading. You know, look, there's a little bit right there of whiskering. There's not wallet marks. They're barely faded at all. So that kind of sucks, but there's a special kind of buyer that likes them in this good condition. And here's the tag here. But I know that the vintage Wranglers made in the USA will do pretty good. So I don't know, 25, 30 bucks for those, I'm thinking. Then I got these American Giant classic pants, sweatpants. They got a little hole in the pocket, you know, a little bit of a flaw there. Because they're flawed, I don't know. I won't get too much for them, but if these were in good condition, I should be able to get 35 bucks, but that's not the case. All right, so that's one pile down. Let's take a look at the second pile. This should all be pretty much mostly shirts. I got an old vintage 90s Rusty, or this might be a Y2K. An old Rusty Delmar Surf and Supply. The old 90s Y2K surf and skate brands are doing good right now. So I'd probably get 15, maybe 20 for that. This is, I would dare say this here is a banger. This is the old 90s Beavis and Butthead hockey shirt. On the, you can't read the tag very well, but I think it's an old Fruit of the Loom. Yeah. And one of these sold recently, I think for 50 bucks or something. So I'm going to shoot for the moon on that because that's not a very common t-shirt. Then I got this sweater here. By the way, this is how you hang sweaters. Don't hang them like normal shirts because then they'll get shoulder humps. And nobody likes shoulder humps because they're hard to get out. You have to steam them a few times and they don't look good when you take pictures of them with shoulder humps. So I fold them up and put them on the hanger that way. If you find this brand, I would say it's a definite grab. Clan Douglas.
Nobody likes shoulder humps.
I've been selling this for years. And the cashmere is good stuff. This is 100% cashmere. It's Clan Douglas. Yeah, Scotland.
Nobody likes shoulder humps.
Made in Scotland, pure cashmere. If you find a Clan Douglas, grab it.
Nobody likes shoulder humps.
This is in great condition. It does have a small hole in the sleeve. But if you find vintage cashmere and it doesn't have a hole, that's crazy because it usually does. I should be able to get 40 bucks for that Clan Douglas. Then just a bread and butter here, a Patagonia Capeline. Lightweight, quarter zip. I think it's just a regular Capeline. I've been selling these forever and they always do well for me. The only time I'll pick up these Sims t-shirts is if there's no flaws. Sims is a pretty good brand if you find a substantial piece like a jacket or something like that. But these Sims Solar Flex shirts are okay, but they have to be in really good condition because there is some competition out there. So if yours has holes and stains, it's going to be fighting with perfect ones with zero problems. And next we have an Alaskan Hard Gear. This is a subline by Duluth Trading, which is doing pretty good right now, but I don't expect it to last. Duluth is, in my opinion, sort of like a borderline fast fashion brand at this point. This has got the rain hood. It's an actual rain jacket. If you look, the hood's got the little stiff bill in it. So this has a model number, I think. So I should be able to sell this for pretty good money, 35 bucks, I would say. I remember looking it up and it was something like that. Look at the cats. I'll show you the cats in a minute. Then we got this UCF Knights vintage sewn-on letters. So my rule with these vintage college hoodies is if they're really cheap, I'll almost always pick them up. But if they're above $6, I won't get them unless they have the actual sewn-on letters. Like, look, actual sewn letters. These are way, way more desirable. And this is the Champion Eco. This is either Y2K or very early 2010s. I don't know the exact date, but I think it's safe to call it vintage, and I should be able to get 25 for that. I forget what the college was, UCF. I looked it up when I found it, but then I forgot because that's what I do. My head's full of brands and stuff. So this is a good one. It's still holding fast. I still like finding Grayson. And this is a 2XL, which is one of my favorite Grayson sizes. It's got a cool pattern, polka dots. So this Grayson here should be a quick 25-30. Actually, maybe more because it's got a special golf course embroidered on it. I didn't even bother looking at the course because I had to snag it quick. I had a little vintage t-shirt hound riding my tail. I had to hurry up and just grab everything. Now this isn't that great, but it's a full uniform. It's got the jacket and the pants. I forget what the actual official name of it is, but it's got the pants in there too, with the little dangling pant things. I should be able to get 50 for this. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. That's a little stiff. This is just basic camouflage. I think it's called Woodland. I'm going to shoot for 40 bucks on that, and hopefully someone gives it to me. I usually won't pick up those basic ones unless they're really old. Now here we go with the Y2K Quicksilver with the old tag. Y2K Quicksilver stuff does good. Here's the back. I think I paid $2 for it. It was in the crappy stuff bin. Then here's, I don't know if it's the find of the haul, but this is pretty good. Ralph Lauren purple label is not the same as regular Ralph Lauren. This stuff is extremely expensive if you buy it new. And this is a nice, really soft hoodie. So I didn't look it up. I'm not sure what it'll get, but it's a good size. It's a men's large. Should do good with it. Then here's an Ariat wrinkle-free cowboy shirt. On the back, it's got the logo. These have just over 100% sell-through rate. I looked them up. Just over 100%, I believe, for the wrinkle-free Ariats. So that was an easy grab. It was $6. Should be able to get 25. Then this one could be, it could be the find of the haul. I don't know anything about anime, but when I saw this, I thought for sure, this has got to be something, right? Because it's so crazy looking and it feels kind of old. It's got pilling on it. And I looked it up, and apparently it's called Corpse Husband. The tag is all trashed. This has to be at least 10 years, 15 years old. Nowadays, you can call something vintage if it's 2 hours old. But this, I think, is actually able to be called vintage. Corpse Husband. And I looked it up, and there was one that sold for, I feel like it was over $100 pretty recently. So I'm not sure what to ask for this. I'll have to do more research, but if you find a Corpse Husband thing, it might be worth looking into. We're getting down here. We're getting down to the bottom. This is a vintage Gap terry cloth leisure shirt with a loop collar. Didn't look it up. I just know that this kind of thing will do well. Look at the fabric. It's that terry cloth. I think it's cotton too, and it's got the loopy loop collar. See the little loop? So this is a good one. That's an easy 25er. Then here we got a Patagonia hemp. Patagonia hemp. I guess you could call it chambray, but not really. It's just like a woven hemp shirt. And it's got the pearl snaps, but the pearl snaps are cool. They're kind of jade. This should do pretty good. It's got a bit of a Western thing to it, so I can call it a Western pearl snap Patagonia hemp. 35 bucks. Then this is something I never come across before, but I'm excited about this. This is a 50 bucker, I think. It's got elbow patches. It's got the Sherpa lining. It's vintage, and it's called Powderhorn. Powderhorn Mountaineering. Look this stuff up. I don't think the sell-through rate was very good, but the ones that sold all sold for over 50 bucks, I believe. All right, here we have some good old Scotty vest. I always love finding me some Scotty vest. I love finding this stuff. It's basically travel clothing. This one's got a hood. I just noticed how much of the ceiling I'm getting here now that the video's almost over. This one's got a hood on it, and I didn't look it up because I know that Scotty vest always sells, and it always sells for good money. So don't sleep on Scotty vest. Then this is just a Black Rifle Coffee Company. I got it on, on sale for like $1. This stuff's kind of, who cares? But if you get it cheap, it still sells. I'm trying to start to pick up more t-shirts because I'm trying to pre-plan for summer. This is a brand I didn't know about, but Derek Rose, London, makes luxury t-shirts and other things. This shirt is really comfortable. It's a 2XL, and I looked it up. Sell-through rate isn't amazing, but these t-shirts will sell for 25 bucks, and I got that for $2. And this is a great one here for the Y2K kids. This is a Y2K vintage Quicksilver t-shirt with the old Quicksilver tag. $2.50, and I didn't pay $2.50. I got 20% off of it. No holes or stains, actually. And look at it's got the drunk rat guy. That's pretty cool. So that should be, I don't know, 25 bucks. Those Y2K surf kids are into that thing. Then I got a Psycho Bunny here, of course. I couldn't pass it up for the price. $6 with 20% off. And these Psycho Bunny button-up shirts have close to 100%. It's at least 80 sell-through rate. So that should be good. I'm all about the Psycho Bunny if you can find it cheap. And this is another Ralph Lauren pickup, which, this was iffy. Actually, I probably shouldn't have paid what I did for this. It was $8.99. $8.99. There's 20% off of that. So, still not quite $8 I'm paying on this. And it's got the elbow patches, which is a prerequisite for me if I'm buying a flannel from Ralph Lauren. Has to have the elbow patches. It's very soft fabric, and it's in excellent condition, and it's a 2XL. If it was a large, it's a 2XLT, even better. If it was a large, or if it was anything else besides a big size, I probably wouldn't have got it. But it's a Ralph Lauren Performance flannel shirt with elbow pads, and it's a big and tall size. So yeah, that's why I got it. Got some Vioris here, another pair of Viori. These are just your basic chinos. I forget what the actual name of these are, but it's got the little suede patch on the back. It's a good size. I believe it's a 30. Is it 34? There's a style code right there. Make sure if you get Viori to use the style code. So like I said before, I never get less than 35 for Viori pants usually. Down to the last 2 items. We're almost done here. And I picked up some Paige because I learned something from myself in my last haul video, or the haul video before the last haul video. The Paige jeans aren't bad. They're just not. I was under the impression they were garbage, but they're really not that bad. And these are the Federal. Paige Federal is the name of the cut. And they do okay. And my stores don't like pricing Paige up that much. So this is one of the few brands I can still get cheap. Pink tags were half off. So this was $5.50. I guess that's not actually cheap, but it's not that bad, considering I'm planning on getting at least 20 for those. And here we have another Paige. So the same dude probably donated. Same size. I'm not crazy about the size. I think it's a 40 or something. 38. 38's not an incredible size, but it's not the worst either. And if I haven't said it already, one of the things when it comes to jeans that aren't vintage that I'm really, really careful about is the condition has to be really good. So that makes a big difference for me, is the condition has to be great when it comes to jeans. I wonder if someone got shot. Hey, Gilly, is there a dead body out there, buddy? We got a DB out in the front yard? No? All right. Okay, let's take a look at the birds real quick. See if I can check them out without them getting all scared. Birds love my house because I'm a very bird-friendly person. We put these stickers on the window to stop them from smashing into the window, and it does work a little bit. I mean, they still sometimes will smash. You can see there's some marks there and stuff, but we haven't killed any. None of them have gotten killed ever since we put these up. But there was a dead bird one time from smashing the window, so we decided to put up these little decals, and they have cut down on it a lot, and they've stopped the bird self-inflicted murder rate, put it back down to 0 in this neighborhood. All right, let's see Gilly. Or no one's gonna like this video unless we talk to Gilly. All right, Gilly, let's talk. What do you think about that haul? What was your favorite part? Was it the Quicksilver vintage t-shirt? Or was it the vintage Levi's? Or was it the part of the haul where you laid down in your spot and got ready to take a nap? What do you think, Gilly? Was it the end of the haul when you decided to take a nap? Is that your favorite part of the video? It is? All right. That sounds fair. And then what is this over here? Oh, this is just simply ridiculous. We got a kitty in a box taking a nap. Let's interview her. Hey, Zelda. What was your favorite part of the haul video, buddy? Quicksilver shirt? Vintage Levi's? Zelda loves jeans. She likes to sleep on jeans. Did you like the anchor blue wide legs? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's what I thought. She likes to take naps on wide leg jeans because they have a lot of surface area, because she's a bit of a chonk. She can be a little bit chonk. We've dropped about a pound over the last couple months, huh, buddy? She is beautiful no matter what, right, buddy? Don't worry, that's just the laundry being finished. Is it time for a nap? I think she's right. I think she's also right. Kitty, you got an eye booger. Let me get that. Come here, you little squirt. Got it. I'm sorry, buddy. But it had to be done. Had to be done. Give me 5. Good girl. Say bye to all your friends, Gilly. Fair enough. Zelda. All right, girl. Say I'll see you next time. See you on the next video, all right?